Hello, my friends. Welcome to Uncle Glenn's garden. For those of you that are just coming on, this is Farm to Table to Soul with Uncle Glenn. And right now I'm in my garden, which is my farm. And no, it's not acres of land. There are no cows or chickens or goats. I'm just on the outskirts of New York City, and this is my little place of solitude. It's where I come to find some peace, and I'm always happy to have the family along while I do my gardening. We were on earlier today, and we did a little bit of work in the garden. We did some pruning. And now I'm just giving it its late night watering here. So I just wanted you to join me. You know, just wanted to talk to you a little bit. Not doing any cooking tonight. Just over here taking care of the end of the day. I was here early this morning with my coffee. I did my work. Right now I'm just watering because it's going to be pretty hot tomorrow. Tomorrow we're supposed to have, we'll be in the 90s tomorrow, so I never water during the hot part of the day. But I do want to get some of this done right now. And I figured let me just get on the live with you just for a little while. And just a little chit chat if we can. I know many of you are just family, and some of you are just swiping by right now, which is fine. I'm just in the back of the garden just doing some watering. I'm going to come over to you in a minute, but let me just get this portion of it done. Or I could even bring you over here, which is fine. So I'm not right on there. I can't read your comments right now. Hopefully, for those of you that are new here, you can hit that follow button and join this wonderful community that we do have here. Everyone that's on here is really positive and loving and caring. And I'm really happy to have you along. So let me come over there and say hello a little closer. I'll start my watering actually back here. And we can talk a little bit, all right? Look at this. We got 59 people on here right now. I'm just over here just taking care of business, all right? Oh, of course, Kathy Smith. Kit Kat's here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dirt Road Hustler. My other mod is on. Mark. Oh, you see the tomatoes? Yep. I tell you, everything is... I couldn't ask for a better turnout starting from seeds. We started from seeds this year, and I got to tell you, it's been really rewarding. All right. I was on earlier today. I'm just going to step in here a minute, get a little closer. All I'm doing right now, we're going to have a hot day tomorrow. So when I do my watering, I either water my garden early in the morning, and then again in the evening or in the evening. Now, I didn't water it this morning. You want your roots, and you want the tomatoes and all your vegetables, you want to give them enough moisture where they're not getting dried out, but at the same time, you want the root system to grow. And if you give it I would say each plant, I'm probably giving it maybe 30 seconds of water. Just, again, it all depends on your soil as well. Now, our soil, we worked on the soil for 3 months over here. 3 months. And what we did was, I rototilled it, we cleaned it, and then I added peat moss, we rototilled it again, then we added some compost, organic compost, and we rototilled it again, and then I got my grass clippings, and I rototilled the grass clippings right into the soil, okay? Really, the soil is so well prepped that I don't need to stand here and water it for hours, because as I just give it moisture on the top, all of it is saturating in, and between the peat moss and the grass clippings and the compost, it is, you know, more than enough. You can see, I'm going to show you how the soil, now you hear the motorcycles, you're going to hear ambulances over here, yep, but you're going to see how the soil changes color so quickly and holds the color. So it goes from like almost looking like it's dry, and with a little bit of water and moisture on top, it gets this really deep soil color. All right, and that soil color holds throughout the night and into midday, really. All right, now I'm going to show you pretty much right here how that works. Okay, so let's look at this portion right here. All right, this right here is just looks like it's really dried up grass clippings, right? Now, with a little bit of moisture, not a lot, a little bit, okay? First of all, I'm just going over here. I want to get my plants up there. Let me get those flowers up there, give them a little watering. Now, those flower pots that are up here, those were all plants that were dead. And I went to the nursery and they were selling them for $1 each. Why? Because there was no water. I took them, I replanted them in some nice soil and gave them some water. And I got to tell you, they came back really, really well. But let's get back to talking about the soil. Those are grass clippings. Those grass clippings have been worked into the soil already. Now I'm starting to build a layer of grass clippings to keep down the weeds, to enhance the moisture on the soil. All right, when I wet those down, not only do they go from green to that light color, but they hold moisture and they release nitrogen, okay? And that nitrogen is what builds your root system and what builds the whole structure of all of your plants. Nitrogen is what you need, very important on the initial portion and the initial few months of doing your garden, okay? So I'm going to show you, look at that those dry grass clippings right there. Now I'm going to add the water to it, and I want you to see how the depth of color changes. From that, they're going to get wet and they're going to hold the moisture. That's why they're so important, because when you just water your soil, it dries out and it just drains. Now this, although it will drain, but it's going to drain and release nitrogen into the roots, okay? And it doesn't need a lot of watering. It just needs really to the tops to be done, okay? And this is about all it needs right now. Now, I want you to also take a look at the different plants. Now you see these plants, the one I'm watering right now? You see how I pruned it? And for the first 6 inches of the plant, there is no more leaves there. Now, I want you to see the difference between that and the one that was not pruned yet, which is this one right here. That has not been pruned yet. But this plant right here looked just like that this morning. And I took out all of the different leaf structure and branches so that all of the energy of the plant would start to now build strength in the stem. All right? And that's how you're going to, let me just get some of these right here. Hold on. I got some little plants that I got from the nursery, and I'm bringing these back to life as well. Okay, this is a cucumber right here. Okay, we're going to give that a little bit of some water. And I got to tell you, I started from seed, but hold on, I got calls coming in, but I'm going to get rid of it right now. Okay. So when I started from seed, this is a cucumber. I think this is a zucchini, and I mistakenly put it here as a cucumber. And why do I think that? Because look at the cucumber plant, which I know is a cucumber, and look at this plant. Look how it has all those different branches. Now, if I'm going to look at my other zucchini plant, let's take a look at the other ones that I put on hills already. Okay? It looks like that right there. So I may have to transplant that one right there. If those are zucchinis, I do not want to keep them there. I want to put them on a hill like that one. And so I'm going to have to find a place for it in the garden without crowding it. All right? So in the meanwhile, let me get these tomato plants that we pruned. I got to get them a little bit of water. Get the motorcycles and all the noise that's really here. All right? I mean, I live in a noisy place, but you know, all that noise goes away. Now I'm just watering my flowers right here. Okay? I'm trying to show you as we go along how I analyze my garden every single day. I have my parsley right here. This survived the winter, that parsley. It survived the entire winter, and we've been harvesting it now for a couple of months. And now I just got to make sure that I don't let it go to flower. When it starts to branch off, you have to cut that stem back. You do not, once it goes to flower, it's going to stop producing its herb. All right, so that's true of any of your plants. Once they start going to flowering, okay, is when it's going to stop producing and it's going to go to fruit. So right now I want growth, especially with herbs. Herbs, you want to be able to have its leaves. Once it goes to flower, which is true about basil, parsley, oregano, thyme, it's going to stop spreading out and stop giving you what you use really for cooking. Okay? This right here is basil that I'm watering. Now, in between each one of my plants, I have an herb. You'll notice. This right here is basil that I planted. This right here is oregano. Now, the oregano is a perennial, and that has survived the entire winter, and it's coming back nice and strong. This is all oregano. Now, again, as soon as the flowers start, I have to cut those flowers back in order for the oregano leaves to continue to produce their growth. All right? I have another. Now this right here, this herb that's next to this tomato, in between these tomato plants, this is cilantro. So I have some cilantro are my herbs that are in between here. Now, why, Uncle Glenn, do you have herbs between all of your plants? You might ask. And I will tell you what the reason is. If you've ever heard about companion planting, that is companion planting. And why do you put herbs between your plants? Because, believe it or not, the tomato plants and all of the vegetable plants communicate with each other. What do they communicate? They communicate when there's an infestation of bugs, when there's a virus, when there's a bacterial infection. And what the herbs do, the herbs work like a wiring system between the roots. And they help the plants to communicate with one another. They also enhance the flavor of the plants. So, especially with tomatoes, when you put basil in between these plants growing, they enhance the flavor. Now, do they taste like basil? Not necessarily, but they will enhance the flavor of your tomatoes. So they work multi-purpose. There's a lot that goes here. See that banana peel that's right there? Well, I haven't made my banana tea yet. And so I'm letting that banana peel break down. Why? Because the banana peel produces an important nutrient for all of your plants, and that is potassium and phosphorus. Potassium and phosphorus enable your plant to produce flowers and produce fruit. Now, I don't really need them, the potassium and the phosphorus right now, but as that breaks down, by the time these tomato plants are ready, right now they're eating up nitrogen so that they can build strong. But once they get to the point where they're going to be beginning to flower, then we're going to add potassium. We're going to be adding phosphorus so that they will flower. And then we have certain plants and flowers like this that are going to attract the bees and the pollinators to the garden. So as the flowers produce and the bees come to visit and take the pollen from these flowers, they're going to start to visit your vegetables, and they're going to help your vegetation to pollinate and give you more and more fruit. So there's a whole system here of the workings of the garden. And all of this you learn, and Uncle Glenn learned, by trial and error. Okay? I never went to school for it. Nobody ever taught me anything. All right? I just learned from trial and error, and from my dad when I was a little boy. He taught me responsibility, and he taught me that every single smallest thing of life enhances your life. And so take care of it. All right? And I learned that as a little boy, and I have treasured it as an old man now that I am. Okay? Now I want to show you one more thing that I experimented with this year. And I am so pleasantly surprised to see how well it's working out. I want you to see this. Do you see this pot right here? Right there. Do you know what Uncle Glenn did? I had a rotting spaghetti squash that we didn't use and was rotting. And instead of throwing it in the garbage, I took it and I put it in this pot and I added some organic soil to it. Look at what it produced. Look at that. That's spaghetti squash from seeds. I mean, I'm so excited about that. I mean, this is the kinds of things that excite me, that I'm able to learn. And now if that produces fruit from the rotting vegetable, I mean, come on. It's going to be, now that I'm going to have to transplant, because that plant right there, that spaghetti squash, will grow on a vine. So I'm going to actually have to transplant that, and I have to find a place that I can let it trellis, because that's what it needs to do. Okay? So I'm done watering here. This is the entire garden now that we watered in about, I don't know, how long we've been on? 20 minutes or so? And we fed all our plants, all right? Now I want to do some of my lawn right here. This was all freshly seeded, so I want to make sure that the lawn itself gets a little bit of water overnight and stays moist. Okay, these were all dead spots in the garden. And I used my rototill. I was going to do a promotional live tonight, but I figured I'm only going to be on for a short time, and I wanted you guys to be able to, you know, I just wanted to talk to you and really walk you through what it is that, you know, I do on a regular basis to make sure that everything that I am planting or taking care of has been fed. Now the last thing I need to do, which I hope, let me make sure that I still have you guys on. All right? I do, right? All right. So I walked you through a lot. I mean, was that okay that I was just talking to you and really not, I was just doing my work while I was talking to you. And I'm hoping that, you know, I titled this the right way, which was Chit Chat in the Garden. And this was chit chatting in the garden. Just showing you what I do in order for this garden to flourish and to produce, okay? Now, I just bought these hanging plants, and I don't want to bring you over there because I will lose you. But I do want to get some watering on these plants right here. And all I did, this I did not transplant. I bought them like this. They were on sale. And I said, you know what? Let me hang these and you know, just really want to just enhance the garden, the yard. So whereas, you know, it's got life everywhere. And I wanted to, you know, enjoy life. And when I come out in the morning with my coffee, I look at each and every one of these plants. I look at these little pine bushes right here, all right? I look at them. And I know that not only do they bring me joy, but they also bring so much fruit and life to all of the birds in the area. See the sirens? Hey! Yep, I'm here. Don't come get me. Yeah, listen, I know it sounds, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of guys on here, they go, you know, that's very wimpy of you, that you are, you know, that you have such a soft spot for nature and for the goodness of simple things. You know, it's not probably a macho thing, but I really don't care because I love it. And I'm not here to impress you or impress anyone. This is what I do. All right, this is what I do. And it brings me joy. And I'm really glad that I have 71 people on here that will give, you know, will embrace what it is that I love. All right? Now, I want you to see this. Now, look at the fig tree. Now, it looks so bare, this fig tree. 18 feet high, 18 feet wide, okay? But what are we going to do? Let me show you something, okay? This is a little bit late sprouting because of the weather. But look, you see how those fig leaves now are budding through the branches, okay? And this is going to come to life before your eyes, and you won't even believe it, okay? How it looks so dead and so bare, okay? But let's take a look at the budding and learn something about this. Okay, look. See? Those are little fig leaves that are all trying to come through. up there as well. All right? And if you look down here, you can see them. Okay? I'm watering this while I'm talking to you. All right? You see them all coming through those branches? These are going to be last year I must have gotten 1,000 figs. Okay? And hopefully this year we have as good of a produce. I'll show you one last time before I kind of put the garden to rest. Okay? We started this entire garden, my friends, from seeds. We did this with chamomile tea and seeds 3 months ago. Now these plants have only been in the garden now for about, I'm going to say about 2 weeks. Okay? And I think they're doing very, very well. All right, now I have a lot of stuff right here also that I'm starting, and I'm going to be putting this in. Now this is more herbs and flowers that are in these pots. And again, they all started from seeds. I have chives, I have tarragon, I have some thyme, I have flowers, some daffodils, and I don't even know, I know I have a lot of marigolds that I planted from seed this year. And all of those plants, the marigolds and all these plants that you see here, I'll be putting in the garden strategically to attract the bees that are going to be coming. I want to feed those bees. I want to attract the butterflies. I want to attract the ladybugs. Okay, all of this stuff is going to enhance the entire, society of my plants? I don't know what to call it. No, it's not so much a green thumb. It's everybody has a green thumb if you care about what you're doing. You just got to care. That's your green thumb. Okay? If you just plant something one day and you forget about it, it dies. So when people say you have a green thumb, it's not, oh, here's my bird. Let me talk to my bird. Want to see my bird? There he is. Comes to visit me. Now, this is another joy, that I have a friend that visits me in the morning, he visits me in the afternoon, and he visits me at night. And he comes and he sees that Uncle Glenn's soil is so good that he's going to look for a couple of worms to bring to his babies. There, see him? He's just hanging out. Now he'll fly, he'll jump, and he's probably going to fly away, and he just came to say hi. All right? And that's enough for me. But again, these are the little things, my friends, that are rewarding. You know, you just have no idea. You know, it's the noise of life. You know, your work, your play, you're getting in the car, going to the grocery store, and you just forget about the simple things of life. Now, I have a full day. I had a full day today. I had you guys this morning. I had my real estate. I had meetings with the president. I also had meetings with my agents. Then I changed, and I went and got in my shirt, and we got in the garden, and we worked in the garden. We did some pruning. And then my Amazon truck came, and I put my Amazon vest on. And for those of you that were with me, we watched the guys drop off right here. They dropped off all of my packages. And then I went off the live, and I went and made my delivery. I got all 43 packages delivered today in an hour and 15 minutes. Then I came back. I did a little bit more work in the garden. I checked my email. I went and met a friend of mine. We had some late lunch together. I came back, and I went in the garden with you guys. And now here I am. And it was a full day. And when I get in bed tonight, I will be thinking about the people I promised I would pray for. I will thank God for this, giving me a full day, thanking Him for all the blessings that I've gotten, for, it's just, I don't know. What could I say? Amazon Capo. Oh, I like that. Hey, from the last live, do you know how many people contacted me? And I got to do that. When I get off of this, now I got to go make some phone calls, get their information over to Amazon. I got Wyoming today. I have West Virginia today. We got another person in Texas today that are looking, that own a business, that either have a corporation or an LLC, and I'm going to try to get them hooked up with what I do. I mean, you're in business for yourself. It's great. It really is great. And, whatever I can share, I try to share. Now, let me show you this. I was going to go on a product live and show you my blowtorch and do a little blowtorching of some of the weeds. I was going to show you my bench, my rototill, my grinder on my grill, my hose. But I'm going to do that tomorrow. All right? So, I want you to see this. Watch. See that? See that little piece of machinery right there? Well, let me show you how well this works, because I love doing this, by the way. It's fun. All right? It's great. My son actually bought this, and he's such a smart man because, it just saves you so much work. Here's the hose, right? Okay. Now, I can stretch this hose out 130 feet. All right? 130 feet. All right? Now, if I need to walk it more, all I got to do is pull it. All right? I can bring this all anywhere I want. Where I want it to lock in, I just pull and stop, and it locks. Now I've got it here. You see where it is, right? Well, I want you to watch this, because I am now going to give it one tug, and it's going to roll itself up all the way back into the canister. Are you ready? You want to see it? You don't believe me? You want to see it? Do you want to see this or not? Huh? Oh, Kama will. Yes, Kama, I got your information too. You want to see this? Okay, watch this. All right, here's the canister. Okay, there it is. The hose is way back there by the tree. Okay? I'm going to put you right here, and I'm going to get out of the way. Okay? I'm going to put you right here so you can see it. Right? You ready? You ready for this? I love this. This is fun. This is so much fun. Ready? All right. Here. One tug like this. Okay? Watch. I'm going to pull it forward, and I'm going to let go. All right? Don't get hit. Ready? Watch. How cool is that? How cool is that? Huh? Come on. Come Come on! It's so easy. And this is what keeps you enjoying your gardening, by having the right tools. By having the right tools. All right, tomorrow I'm going to show it on my live. I have it in my showcase. Now there's one that's I think 65 feet in my showcase. There's another one that comes in 100 feet. It's all in there. Comes with the hose and everything. All right? Go to my showcase. They're in there. They're on sale, I think, right now too. I think there's actually a flash sale going on. But I was going to do it. It's not on my live, so I can't tell you the name. But go to my showcase. They're in there. All right? Tomorrow, I'll be showing all of my tools in the morning. I'm going to be doing my blowtorch, which I have right here. Okay? All right? And I'm going to go tomorrow, I'm going to use the blowtorch. And I'm going to kill all the weeds, which is one of my favorite things to do. I'm going to take my little thing and I'm going to be going around all of the ground. All right? I'm going to get rid of the weeds. In fact, I'm going to do it right now while I got you guys here. I'm going to do some of these at least. All right? I'll show you. Now, I can't tell you the name, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. All right? I like having fun. And this to me is fun. Let's get some ammunition on here. Okay, I got my ammo right here. I'm loading up the ammo. Okay? Now, I use this for cooking. I use it for everything. But for now, I want to get rid of the roots. Okay? You ready? You want to get rid of it with me or what? Okay, let's do it. Okay, I'm going to turn it on. See that? Now, is that going to do it? No, probably not. Will that do it? Probably not. Will that do it? Yeah, probably. Will that do it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye. Done. Okay? Listen, I enjoy everything I do, and I love killing weeds. All right? I'm going to show you this tomorrow. I've got this. Oh, the dragon. Yeah! Oh! All right, tomorrow, but these are in my showcase too. All this stuff. And it's not that expensive. Oh, look at this, the dragon. I know that's a dragon. Mossy, little wing, little wing. Oh, Mama Mandy. All right, family ready? You think I'm going to forget Mama Mandy? Do you think Uncle is going to forget Mama Mandy's birthday? Are you kidding me or what? Now, are we all ready to love on Mama Mandy? Are we ready? Are we ready to love on Mama Mandy? All right? Mama, this is what this community does. And we are going to celebrate your life, and we're going to pour our love out to you. All right? And I want you to know that we care about you. You've been a great family member. We love you. And Uncle Glenn's going to remember you tonight for your birthday. And he's going to pray that God puts his abundant grace on your life these next 365 days. And so, in celebration, we're bringing on Donald Duck. And we're going to sing happy birthday to Mama Mandy and Donald Duck. Are you guys ready? Are you ready, Mama Mandy? Huh? All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, I'm going to have to do my walk. I got to turn around. I'm going to come back. And while I'm singing happy birthday to Mama Mandy, get your cameras ready. Mama Mandy, you better record this because this is for you. All right? Here we go. Ready? Oh, Donald! Donald Duck! Where are you?
Here we go! Here we go! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Baba Martin! Happy birthday to you!
Happy birthday, Mama Mandy! Oh, God's grace be on you, Mama. Thank you for being a part of this family. Thank you for everything that you do. We love you. We love you. We love you. And I am going to leave you guys with that. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay? God willing.